Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jay Mid, and look, y'all, I am back today with another video for y'all. Now, look, before we do anything, I appreciate all of y'all for the love and support. We are on the road still to 5K subs, so make sure to like, subscribe. Now today I had a very, interesting question from somebody that DM'd me saying, "Yo, quick question, Jay Mid, what ages do you believe destroy NBA 2K25?" And I'm guessing they mean for like these online modes, because I mean, if we're gonna say destroys the game, like, I mean, you could argue that's any age, but I'm guessing he meant because he put in here, rec and improving grounds, right? So I'm guessing they're asking me what ages do I believe destroyed, NBA 2K25's online modes, and I'm going to say here, y'all, ages 40 and above. Okay. Now, before y'all do anything, before y'all even go in the comment section, I'm going to explain everything that I'm saying, right? Because I feel like, things like this, people they're not really aware of what goes on when you play some of these modes, right? And again, we're talking about when it comes to playing 2K. If you are the age of 40 and above, that's great for you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that can make a long that can, still be a part of this, earth for that long, congrats. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we all can get there, right? But when it comes to playing NBA 2K, that's what we're talking about. So we don't want to hear no, bro, I'm 40 and this is wrong. Like, no, we don't want to hear that, right? Because first of all, this is my opinion. You see what I'm saying? It's my opinion. They ask me and I'm answering it. Y'all just, y'all viewing and y'all can put what y'all want in the comment section. But let me explain everything before y'all just go in the comment section. Bro, this dude is yapping. It's really kids real, bro. Like it's only kids. It's not grown men. Let me explain. Number one, why did I say ages 40 and higher? Do I think that is the ages that are ruining these online modes when it comes to NBA 2K25? Especially, let's start with the rec, bro. Now, you guys know this. I'm hoping, hopefully, y'all can hear me first of all. Now, you guys know this. When I stream the game, y'all, when I stream 2K, I don't start the game, strictly just in game chat. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all chatted up with me. If you go to my last live stream, that's what was going on, right? I was talking to y'all. I was playing the game, but I wasn't just in the game chat trying to like act like I'm some leader or something like that. You see what I'm saying? So let's get that out the way. I only go into the game chat when I see things that are very concerning and head scratching. And let's start with point guards, right? And I'm glad somebody asked me this question because me and T and Black, when we just played like what a couple of days ago, and I kid you guys not. And it's funny because if you guys go to T's stream, y'all make sure I go check out T's channel, aka Big Sis, T2B Ballin 24, right? And shout out to Black, by the way, too. He just did a video on how he feels about, how again there's no matchmaking, things like that, because a lot of y'all, especially a lot of the content creators, they, complained about the matchmaking being, too much, and it's really ruined the experience for people that play solo, right? So hey, shout out to my guy, Mr. Toxic Black. He did a video on that, right? Y'all make sure you check him out as well. But we played the game a couple of days ago, right? I know y'all seeing old footage in the background. We played the game a couple of days ago, and I kid you guys not, every time we got into an argument with somebody, they were up to age to where you could tell they're, up to age, bro. We could tell these were grown men and not kids, bro, right? So, first thing, like I said, let's start with the point guard, bro. If you are age of 40 and above, right, or age 40 and higher, and you are a point guard, right, and let's say you only average about 11 and 8 or something like that, which honestly isn't bad, but your matchup averages like what's like, let's imagine averaging like 20 and like 5 or something like that, right? Here's the problem with people of the age of 40 and higher. Instead of them communicating with the team, right? Saying, yo, listen, my guy averaged about 20 points. They're going to see the shooting guard average about 17. So therefore, he's going to be able to, he should guard the PG and things like that, right? It's like these guys are, y'all play the game and are unaware of, I don't think people want to, just play just to play. People are trying to win, especially when you play in these modes like a wreck and a proving grounds, right? Nobody just gets on the game just to want to lose. And it seems like to the ages of 40 and higher, These guys just get on the game just to get on the game. And if that is the case, let's say you are one of those to where, like I said, you are ages 40 and higher, but you just get on the game just to get on the game. Well, how about why are you playing in these modes, bro? Why even go into the record proving grounds when you in your mind know you just playing just to play? You let me explain this, y'all, right? You do realize the rec is that's something competitive, right? You do realize proving grounds is something competitive. And the reason why I said this is because when I go into game chat, I only go into game chat because I'm seeing something that's very like concerning to me. Like I see, people still make inside centers, right? And there'll be grown men, male or female. They don't understand what they're supposed to do. They don't understand the meaning of if they're on an inside big, right? Because let's say again, the center's an inside, right? And they're not making no impact. What I mean by not making no impact, they can't score because the paint's crowded, right? They're not getting any rebounds because they don't know how to position themselves well. They don't know how to box out. Yes, I know there's RNG in the game, but still, there's no some of y'all to be a pure inside and you're getting snagged by some, power forward who's not even a true center. You see what I'm saying? But when you go into the game chat and you're like, yo, like, center, you gotta, try to start setting screens or something because they already know you can't shoot. And when I mean they know you can't shoot, I'm talking about centers who they can't shoot from the midi and they can't shoot from the 3-point range, right? So when you would go in and try to, communicate with these guys, they're so, angry at like, nah, bro, don't be telling me what to do. Like, you're not playing center. And it's like, dog, I didn't say I was playing center. All I'm telling you is you're an inside. The other team knows that. We know that. You cannot just live under the paint, right? But in their mind, when you say that to them, it's like, you're trying to, I guess be mean or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't understand some of these people, right? But it's like every time, right? Every time you can't like when I say this, and I mean this when I say this, right? Y'all can have your own opinion. I don't care, but this is strictly for me, right? Answering the question that somebody asked me. You cannot even play 3 games without getting in an argument, even if you're not even in the game chat. Because let's say, like I said, let's say you just chilling and you got your music in, you're going to see somebody do something very stupid. So you're gonna be like, nah, bro, like why are we doing that? Like if you're an inside center, how are you getting out rebounded, right? Especially if you're in the paint 24/7, right? Or how in the world can you not shoot free throws and you made it inside, right? But when you say these things to that person that created that sorry build, right? Or trash play style, it's an argument. Same thing with point guards, bro. Every time when there is a PG up to the age, right? And it's not like I can tell by like, I can see them through the screen. It's not even that. It's you can tell by what they're saying, right? You got point guards that are saying, yo, look, I don't need to score the ball. You see what I'm saying? Because in their mind, I'm a pass first player, right? But that's cap. And let me tell you guys why that's cap, YouTube. Let me tell you guys why, right? When the game's all said and done, and you go, you can go check the little player card and you can see the builds that these people make. They have builds that have elite scoring ability, right? If you make a pass first build, that means your offensive ability is going to be probably about you got a 78 3 ball and let's say an 83, 82, 81 mid range, and you got like a 90 something plus pass accuracy. That is a pass first guard. A build with a 90 plus shooting, 90 plus ball handle, 90 speed with ball. That is not no pass first player. You see what I mean? But every time when the PG is so-called a pass first player, right? And it's so bad that the other team is leaving the PG open, right? Because they're not worried about him. And you go in the mic, and you're like, yo, PG, you're gonna have to start doing something, bro. Like, because they know like you gonna move the ball. They know you looking for a backdoor cut. It is a argument. That's the problem with you young cats now. Y'all only care about scoring the basketball. Nah, bro. I'm gonna play my position. This is what y'all be saying on the mic. right? And then when the game's all said and done, they'll tell you, well, I mean, I had 10 assists and we lost by 40 points. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, seriously, we lost by 40 points. We had 40 points. The other team had 80 points. You see what I'm saying? But you're so stuck in this, bro, all I gotta do is get assists. And it's like, I'm truly feeling like this, y'all, right? If you are ages 40 and above, and you know in your mind that you just want to play just to play, do not play in these modes, bro. Now, again, this is not something personal. This is because somebody asked me, J Mid, what ages do you think run NBA 2K25 in a rec or proving grounds? And I'm telling you guys, it's ages 40 and above because there's no way somebody that even watches today's basketball gonna tell you, yeah, bro, somebody that's a pass first player, you can win with that guy. Not necessarily you can't. Almost every team in today's NBA, since some of y'all love some all of this, what realistic stuff, whatever you want to call it, right? Some of y'all love how the game is so slow and it's more realistic, right? Well, guess what? In today's basketball, there is no, pass first guards or, that's it right now. That's not what this is, bro. I say this all the time. If I'm playing somebody, especially the PG, and I know the PG is looking for a backdoor cut, y'all gonna lose that game. I don't care how good your center is. And I said this even in my last live stream, y'all seen it. I told y'all this. I don't care how good the center is. If the guard can't do what they supposed to do, it's gonna be a long game, and 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna lose, right? Y'all gonna lose because once somebody finds out that the guards, okay, the guards can't produce. The guards supposed to be your most talented players. The center ain't got no ball handle. The center don't got no speed with ball, right? The center got strength and rebounding. Well, supposed to, because some of y'all make centers with low strength and y'all claim y'all don't need defensive or offensive rebounding, right? Y'all think y'all can go with a 75 defensive rebound, but just go with a high 90 offensive rebounding. But when you're getting snagged on, it's an excuse, right? When y'all do it to yourselves, right? But the example I just gave y'all, right? That's what you deal with when you play the game right now. If I were to load up NBA 2K25, y'all are seeing old footage in the background, and I were to play a shooting guard position, right? Let's say I get on my build. Let's say I get on Cody's build, and I already proved that Cody can get a bucket or two. Why is it that 9 times out of 10 the PG is going to look at Cody like, well, he gonna run the one now? That is unfair, but that is what it is. And it's always somebody up to age, like I said, ages 40 and above. Y'all feel like y'all don't gotta play y'all part, right? And if you feel like, bro, it's not a big of a deal, then why are you playing in the record proving grounds? Because like I just said before, these are modes that are competitive. Nobody's just gonna load into the wreck and just wanna just get beat by 40, bro. You see what I mean? But it's always people. That's why I say old heads, right? That's why I say old heads, right? Not is 40 years old like is that like 60? No. When it comes to gaming, 40 years old, in my opinion, is an old head stage, bro. And y'all are stuck in this, mind of you don't understand today's basketball. But y'all, especially people that are up to age, a lot of people that are up to age, they beg for the game to be slowed down. They beg for 2K to be so-called realism. I said before, right? The only thing that I did like in a previous 2K that was so-called that I like was probably like realism, which is not even realism. I played with the cameras on 2K22. You guys go back to my 2K22 videos where I used to like commentate games and stuff like that. I used to put the camera to like drive or my player develop because 2K22 is very boring to me. So I had to like make something interesting. So I started playing with the camera. But in no way was I in, bro, like they need to make the game super slow, right? We need to have RNG. I was not one of those people, bro. Now I didn't like real player percentage at all because I mean that right there was, people just you're literally throwing up a shot and you don't have to time it. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, was not a fan of that. But even if I've said anything, I've already said, bro, I don't care what I've said in the past, right? Because guess what? Look at the game now, right? The game is absolutely damn near unplayable. You see what I'm saying? But we're kind of getting off track here, right? And like I said, if I've said anything in the past, I've already said, okay, listen, it was not it. You see what I'm saying? This game super slow, And here's the thing too. The reason why I'm saying this is because the people that beg for these things are people that were struggling. You see what I'm saying? These are people that they couldn't, so-called adapt is what a lot of y'all say. But y'all say 2K25 so bad, y'all just can't adapt. Every time I get into it with somebody up to age and you look at a player card, they're shooting 20%, free throw 40%. These guys have more turnovers than points, right? You beg for things, but you still struggling. But every time this is what I say, I don't even go in the game chat, bro. I only go in the game chat if I see something very concerning. And you be honest, bro. There is a bunch of y'all right now watching this video. You were saying in the previous you wanted that you wanted this. You wanted the game to be slowed down. You wanted them to basically, take out cheese, bro. See what I'm saying? Take out the fun. Right? Why? Because you could not adapt or keep up with the so-called cheese. And I'm not talking about left, right, left, right. I'm talking about just how the game speed and everything like that was. You cannot adapt to it. So therefore, you beg for all of this. We need a actual realism game, right? And now when the game is so-called realism, right? The same one saying, the cheese need to go. You begged for it, and if anything, you got worse. You know how many times for after the game? It's just like when I was streaming the other day, and a dude told me I was just talking. When I was on my center and the guards were like 1 for 11, 2 for 7, 0 for 7 or something like that. Dude gonna talk about bro, you just talking. And I'm like, dog, how am I just talking? I wait when the game was over. As soon as the game was over, went check that player card. Dude shooting 20-some% from the 3-point line. Shooting 40-some% from he was shooting 60% from the free throw line on a guard build, bro. But I'm just talking. No, your stats is talking, bro. Your percentage is talking, right? So how do some of y'all get worse, but this is what y'all asked for, bro? Right? As you can see in the background, right? And like I said, I don't care. I don't even claim to be this so-called person that's good at the game. I don't even care about that stuff, bro. Like I said, I play and I'm just competitive when I play, right? Don't care. I just play. You see what I'm saying? Right. Well, I'm competitive. I want to win, of course, but I'm not one of those players to where I'm comp for real. I'm really like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, no, I don't do that. I just play my role and I want to win, right? But as you can see in the background, I don't have any problems, shooting the basketball. And for the ones you're gonna say, bro, you chose the Clips, dog, on NBA 2K25 as a whole. Out of what 500 plus rat games I have played, because they finally fixed it to where instead of them showing how many games you played per season, they show you how many games you played altogether, right? So I got about 400 plus red games played, and I'm shooting 51% from the 3-point line. So the so-called adapt, I never had an issue with that, bro. And it's because I take smart shots. I know when I make a build how to get the best out of that build. I know that if I make a 2 guard and I put a mid-range higher than the 3 ball, then I need to use the mid-range, right? But some of y'all cried. Y'all begged for 2K to take the fun out. And you got worse. And then when you get criticized for it, you like to play victim and like, man, y'all don't know nothing about basketball. Like, bro, I don't understand this, bro. Like, I truly don't get it. If you know you are going to probably struggle at a position, then maybe communicate, because this is what the issues are. When people, especially up to age, when they don't communicate, this is where you're going to have, conversations and disagreements, right? Like I said before, PG and Center not doing nothing, you 9 times 10 gonna lose the game. But instead of them, taking ownership or realizing, yeah, we really didn't do our part, they look at it like, well, the shooting guard, he was he was the one taking all the shots. But why is the shooting guard taking all of the shots? because the main two options are not doing their job. So therefore, somebody else got to step up. You see what I mean? But in today's 2K, the average 40-year-old is gonna look at it like, nah, they was ball hogging. And it's like, bro, you didn't do anything. The center got out rebounded. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Me and T, when we played, dude had a D teammate grade. He graded out the game. He was that bad, right? He was that bad, right? And I know these guys were the people saying like, man, they need to do that, and y'all asked for it, and it got worse. You have no opinion or no reason to say, man. Like, and a lot, and right now, there's somebody right now saying, like, bro, randoms are bad. But in reality, some of y'all worse than the randoms, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of y'all probably saying, bro, the randoms are terrible. If there was a thing to where they clipped every game that everybody played and you can go back and rewatch it, I guarantee you there's about probably 70% of y'all that are saying, man, randoms are bad. Y'all are worse than the randoms. I can guarantee it. Because you're stuck in this old mentality of you don't got to do much. Like, bro, the game has changed, bro. And I'm talking about real life too. I'm talking about how basketball is played. And today, it has changed. You cannot be one-sided. If you are on the inside, you better be damn good at it, bro. Because if not, you're gonna hurt the team. Right. And like I said before, if I'm on my center and I know you're on a center that can't even shoot a mid range, y'all gonna lose. I don't care how good your guard is, bro. Because there's gonna be to a point to where the guard is gonna get tired of just shooting dumb shots, bro. There's gonna be a time to where he gets tired of it, to where he's gonna want to, try to see if he can go in the paint and get something done. And 9 times 10, you're not gonna be able to do that because there's not gonna be no spacing, bro. Well, Jay, man, how do people of ages of 40 fix these problems? Hey, maybe we're not saying to stop gaming in general. We're not saying you can't play the game and enjoy life, right? We're not saying you can't play the game as a hobby and still enjoy your time. But maybe it's best you don't play in some of these online modes because clearly you are stuck in the past, right? You don't know how you don't know how basketball is played today, even though you beg for realism, right? You don't know how to adapt, right? It ain't the random, it's you in reality. You see what I'm saying? It's you. You not doing your part, right? Just like how when I streamed the other day, and dude told me, right, he was giving me this, he was being guarded by an AI. I was like, bro, yes, you are being guarded by an AI. But when I see you have zeros across the stat sheet, I mean, donuts, right? There's no excuse to have no impact whatsoever, right? And that's why I said I said, let me ask you a question. If I was on my center and I was being guarded by an AI, and let's say I was getting outplayed and I wasn't doing anything, right? Would you give me the same excuse that I'm being guarded by an AI? Would you give me, and I'm playing center, would you give me that? He didn't say nothing. Oh, you can't say that. How can I not say that? How can I not say that? You would have said the center is trash. Correct. So now all of a sudden, don't try to play victim because I called you out saying, bro, you're not doing much really. Right? There's been games to where we have been guarded by AIs, still made an impact, or at least tried. You know how many times to where when I've loaded up the game and let's say the PG was terrible, which yes, we understand 9 times out of 10 when you play Music 25, especially when we're talking about fundamentals, because that's what really is rec and proving grounds. It's fundamentals, right? Your PG and center both lack fundamentals, right? You got a PG, don't even go to the inbound. Yeah, that's still a problem, right? But let's say the PG was terrible, and it's a 2-point game. They just see the game. The shooting guard, let me give you some info. The shooting guard, you cannot stay in that corner, bro. I'm not even trying to be like some coach on the floor, but this is just fundamental basketball. Let me repeat myself again. If you are a shooting guard and the PG leaves the game early and it's about a 4.5 point game, you now as the shooting guard, you cannot stay in that corner. You got to come out that corner and you got to step up. We're not saying you got to be Damian Lillard, right? or we're not saying you got to be some elite point guard. Steph, we're not saying that, or Steph, or whatever you want to call it, right? We're not saying that. But what we're saying is you have to step up. You have to realize, okay, there's no PG play here. I'm the shooting guard. I got to now, step up and play this role because we don't got no point guard. I can't just sit in the corner and watch the team, just go downhill. But that's what some of y'all do, right? And y'all don't realize most of the time that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You cannot just sit in that corner and be like, well, bro, it ain't my fault. The PG left. If it's a 4 or 5 point game, you gotta be the next person to run that spot, bro. And yes, it's unfair. I understand that, right? But when you play in a record proving grounds, this is what I'm talking about. You didn't just walk in just to lose. Like, and let's stop that too, by the way, too. I'm tired of people saying bro, it's not that big of a deal. So then why are you in the rec? Why are you playing proving grounds? Like, these are the things that I don't understand when people say. Like, bro, it ain't that serious, bro. So if it ain't that serious, then why are you playing in an environment like a record proving grounds? Couldn't you go play my career? Couldn't you go play now? But no, you chose to bring your talents, right, to the rec or the proving grounds. And that is the main reason why that experience is bad, in my opinion. That is the reason why the age group is 40 and higher, to why it's bad. Because these guys are stuck in an old mindset of they only got to do one thing, right? They only got to do one thing. Like somebody asked me, like, matter of fact, see, ask me this all the time. Are you going to bring back the lock that you had last year? Because y'all know I get my player. Y'all know I get my players' names, right? Y'all see right now, y'all see Cody, right? He's my shooting guard build. T asked me, when are you going to bring back Jared, right? And I said, he going to stay overseas, right? And the reason is because it's not that Jared, because Jared was one of my favorite players to play with last year. He was a big, burly lock, physical, reliable on offense as well. But the reasons, if y'all didn't hear what I just said, the reasons why I don't want to bring my lock build back out is because I understand that, hey, I can lock my man up when I'm playing in like a record proving grounds. But I understand when you're playing with randoms, you have to do more than just lock your guy up, especially if you're on the lock. Because the expectation for a random nowadays, you can have no expectations. People tell me that all the time. Well, I mean, bro, it's random rec. So you mean to tell me I'm playing random rec or random proving grounds and I can't have no expectations for people that have fundamentals? That's what you're telling me? So this is what I'm saying. I'm not bringing my lock build back out because I'm already knowing I'm going to have to do more than just defend. But there's somebody right now that's playing the game, that's in the record or in the proving grounds, and they're like, well, bro, I'm playing defense, but you got to do more than that. You see what I'm saying? You got to do, especially if your build is capable of doing it. For example, if you want a lock build, but your build got like an 83 3 ball, and you open in the corner, right? But you, for some reason, you don't want to shoot the ball because you're still a lock. Bro, if you're open, shoot it. You see what I'm saying? But every time when, like I said, especially when I go into the game chat, it's always stop trying to tell me what to do. And it's like, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to help you. See what I'm saying? Me having my music in majority of the time, not in game chat, just vibing. And then I'm seeing you're getting outplayed because you made a build that's a liability, or you don't even know how to utilize that build. But they come to find out this is the same age group that, beg for the game to be not fun anymore, pretty much. So look at this. My boy Yella hitting, half court threes and stuff like that, right? Yella's my PG build, by the way, too, which I gotta get a new jumper on him if I ever do want to play on my PG build again, because I don't know, like the jump shot that my point guard has right now that Yella has, it's a very slow jumper, y'all. So I gotta probably find another one, right? But we're getting off track here. But the point is, these guys, they're stuck in an old mindset, bro, to where they're going to ruin the experience, bro. Like my center, for example, right? You see the size of my center? Some of y'all might think like, bruh, your center probably just appear inside. My center is an inside center, but he does more than just inside, right? Hear me when I say this. Is my center 7'1" and 260? Yes. Does my center have a 90 plus standing dunk? Yes. But guess what? My center also has an 80 mid range. My center also has a 74 three ball. Why, you might ask? Because if I can't be inside the paint, right? I'm not just a liability on the team now. Some of y'all are literally making builds, and it'll be grown people, ages 40 and above. You're making a build because you can't do one or the other. Like some of y'all making inside big because you're not a we're not even saying good shooter. You have no confidence in shooting the basketball. That's why some of y'all make an inside center because you don't have no confidence to shoot. So hey, I'm gonna make it inside because I don't want to shoot the ball, right? Not understanding that doesn't fix your weakness. Because, like I said before, when the other team realizes you are not a threat from the perimeter or the mid range, your team is cooked, bro. Your team is cooked. You're now forcing your team to hear me when I say this, because some of y'all that are grown, y'all don't understand the mistake that y'all are making here, bro. When you don't realize you're putting the team in harm's way, you're now basically forcing the team to have to play like the Golden State Warriors in 2016, meaning they shoot all of these threes. They live and die by the three ball, right? Because your build is a liability, bro. See what I'm saying? Your build's a liability. So you not being able to do anything else except for just sit in the paint, yes, it is your fault. Y'all lost the game, right? Now, let's say if you just miss shots. Now, if you are shooting the ball and you miss shots, then I can't get mad at you for that. I can't say, oh, the center was in the paint every play, because if the center went outside the paint and attempted to hit shots, but just couldn't get in rhythm and hit those shots, then okay, I can't really get mad at the center. But if the center, the majority of the game, just sat in the paint and said, you know what? I'm an inside, I'm going to be in the paint every play, that game is on you because you're a liability. If you are a PG and you make a 5'9" point guard, or you're 6'1" or 6'2", and you put low defense on that player, and if you have a game to where you got about 5 points and only 3 assists and you got no stops, that game is on you because you made a build that's undersized, right? 5'9" is, yeah, kind of undersized of a guard. Yes. 6'1", is kind of there. But if you made a build that has no defense and you can't score the ball, that game is on you. As I'm getting a phone call real quick, so y'all give me a second. Hello? Yeah, that's fine. You can get orange. You can get orange. You can get orange. Thank you. Bye. All right, as I was saying, y'all, some of y'all that are up to these ages, you have to understand that when you like some of y'all don't realize the game is on you, bro. It's your fault. Because like look at my center. You see what I mean? Like, and that was a contested three. I have a 74 three ball on my center. But you see how even knowing I'm mainly an inside big, but my center has a 74 three, I attempted to shoot the ball just so my team cannot say the center, just sat in the paint. No, I attempted to shoot the ball and I actually hit one with a 74 three ball, right? But there's some of y'all out there, you would just sit in the paint, right? Not understanding, bro, you're hurting the team here, bro. You're putting the team in harm's way. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. If you make an inside big, you should never, ever get out rebounded. Ever. That should never happen. And you guys might say, why am I saying it like that? It's because you are in the paint majority of the time. You should never get out rebounded on an inside, bro. That should never happen to you. Never happen. But you know what they'll say? You know what they'll say? Well, I'm not the only person that's supposed to rebound, but you're 9 times 10 the only person that can't shoot. You're 9 times out of 10 the only person that's a liability on that team, right? So you can't say, well, the power forward, could have got boards as well, because you made a build that's a liability. You decided to make a PG. You decided to make a center that can't shoot. You decided to make a guard that has no defense, knowing you don't know how to use that build, but because you in your mind, bro, I want the ball. Like, I'm tired of randoms. I'm not getting the ball. I'm gonna make a PG now. Then when I make the PG build and I don't understand what I'm supposed to really do, I'm still putting my team in harm's way and we're gonna lose, right? But these are the things that I'm talking about to where it's ages of 40 and higher. That's where the problems occur of those ages, right? For the one who asked me that question, right? It's those ages. I've yet to run into a person, in my opinion, that age that is taking complete ownership. Like, this game, like, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, it's on me, but it is what it is, right? Every time when there's somebody up to age, in my opinion, if there's an old head on the team, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They'll say, "Nah, bro, we all it's a it's not just on me. It's a team effort." But if you are playing PG or center and you ain't do what you're supposed to do, it's on you. Stop trying to point the finger at somebody else. I point the finger a lot because 9 times out of 10, if I didn't, play the best way I could, I at least tried. Meaning, if my center couldn't hit shots that game, nobody can say, "Oh, well, big man, he just sat in the paint." No, I attempted to go outside the paint, right? But some of y'all, nah, bro, it's a team effort. We all lost, and this is why I want status out the game because you got players, right? Too, they don't have no clue on how to use their build nor the position. You're gonna get blamed for how they played because they don't know what they're doing. Even though you had an A minus, PG don't know how to use his build. He got no defense on his build. His man got 30 on his head, right? Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna add this in there too. And a lot of y'all already know how I feel about this. Y'all gotta stop putting coach in y'all name, bro. That's another thing too, right? This past week, I ran into about three people with coach in their username. Okay, coach in their username, and they are the worst player on the court. No defense, can't score, can't do nothing. But you got coach in your name. Not to mention, we dealt with it in squad rec. Squad rec gotta be worse than random rec. And why do I say that? Is because the what is the word that I'm looking for? The approach of squad rec and of expectation of you would think, let's say you're going in, like for example, it could be me and T, and we're going in with three others we don't know. We don't know who they are. Dog, me and T was on a team to where it was a guard and he had two bigs with him. Both of the bigs were two inside centers, right? So the PG had coach in his name. So I'm like, dog, please don't tell me in squad rec you brought two inside bigs. Not to mention, YouTube, he can't shoot. The guard. So we had no chance. But you know what he got on the mic on and said? Well, it's not my fault. Y'all were 6 for 15. Why are we 6 for 15 though? You want to know why? Because in squad rec, you brought two inside centers. You don't even know how to get them open. Number one. Number two, you can't score as a guard, right? So when me and T are having to throw up dumb jump shots and we're not efficient, and you wonder why, and this is why I say squad rec is worse, is because you would think, each other. Hey, yo, I'm gonna get my guard. Hey, what build you about to bring up? Oh, I'm gonna get my, I'm on the inside. I'm on the inside to our bet. Let's go to the rec. Bro, that's not gonna work. And you're supposed to be a coach. That's not gonna work. And again, nobody can tell me how you know it's an old head. What kid has coach in their name, bro? Y'all tell me that one. What coach? I mean, what kid has coach in their name? No, you're not going to tell me that. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to tell me that. But they're stuck in this mindset of they only got to do one thing, which is move the ball around. You can't just do that, bro. But like I said, to the person that asked me that, I feel like it's ages 40 and higher, bro. And it needs to be talked about, bro, because like I said, it's ridiculous the amount of times I load up the game and I get into an argument with somebody and they're up to age, and I'm not even trying to argue for real, dog. Like, I'll really just be like, just trying to communicate and try to figure out why are we doing whatever I'm seeing. Like, why am I seeing the center instead of him boxing out? He's cherry picking. Why am I seeing our point guard run away from the inbound? And then when I throw the ball down the floor and it's a turnover, they want to blame the center, saying center, why you throw that? Instead of them realizing why is the PG running away from the inbound pass, right? Why are we seeing these problems with people that are grown, right? These people are adults, been alive longer than me, and you don't know fundamentals? Come on now. And you don't know fundamentals, right? And they'll tell you, oh, my percent's low because I play with randoms. No, your percent is low because you are the problem. Some of y'all be the dog. Same thing with people. They got Twitch in the name too, and it's not everybody, but it's majority of the people. Play with a center. He had Twitch in his name. He was a peer inside. I said, dog. I said, bro. You got to start moving around, right? Even knowing you really can't shoot, try to set a screen or something. Try to do something. Don't just make it obvious because he had no post game in the paint. Meaning he's one of those centers to where he just goes up. He does not have no post moves in the paint. I'm not talking about post hooking. I'm talking about getting the ball as a big man, being able to post up, have moves, little post spin technicians, things like that. He had no post game on a peer inside. So when I'm telling him, yo, you got to try to start, don't make it obvious. He want to, battle with me. Like, bro, like I'm better than you, yada, yada. And I'm like, but you really not, dog. You really not. And I don't care if you was better than me. If you was better than me, we wouldn't be down by 40. We wouldn't be down by 30. We wouldn't be down by 20 points. But we are. But you're so-called so better than me and you're so good at the game, yet we're getting smoked. Yet you got the lowest teammate grade. All of these problems, and 2K takes something that represents you away. 2K takes your status away, right? That's why status got to get out the game, bro. That's why they need to take it out the game as a whole. I don't even want them to fix it because in 2K's mind, they not going to fix it, bro. It's already broken. Just get it out the game, right? Just take it out the game, right? And I already know that there's issues with PlayStation Network, so I don't know if they fixed it by now, but yeah, I mean, y'all probably gonna be like, bro, you can't even get on the game because PlayStation Network is down, things like that. I already know what's going on, y'all, right? But I'm tired. Like I said, if you are age up 40 and higher, and in your mind, hear what I'm saying. In your mind, you don't know how to use your build really the best way. You don't know how to really play center. You don't know how to really play the guard. You don't know how to really make an impact as a whole, right? Just be honest. Okay, I'd rather you be honest than you put the team in harm's way. If you are one of those players, then play now. Play something, play a starting five. Do not bring your talents to the rec improving grounds because you're going to cause an argument. And when you think you're in the right, you're not. Right? Like we played the other day. Like matter of fact, y'all can go to I think it's still on T's channel. She live streamed the game. She was streaming. It was about a 4-hour stream, right? Like I said, y'all make sure y'all go check out T's channel, TTV Ball 24 or something like that. I think that's her channel, right? So y'all make sure y'all check out Big Sis. But the stream was there. If you go to the stream, I said, T, this game's on the PG. Because it was a squad rank. I was like, because the PG knows the centers are inside. The PG cannot create for himself, right? So if the PG can't get himself open, then I can't really blame the center for, just sitting there. Because the PG can't do what they're supposed to do, right? But that's why I say squad rec is worse. And again, when they put a mic on, they were grown. And also, I'm going to say this by the way, too. Some of y'all got to stop this. If I don't get the ball, I'm gonna throw, especially if you're on the winning team. If your team is winning, but let's say you got like about 2 points, y'all gotta stop this. I'm gonna try to throw the game because I don't got that many points. In reality, you not good. Again, and me, T, and Black was playing in this game. Well, not in this game, but the example that I'm about to give y'all, it was all of us playing, right? Dude, average a D teammate grade. I said before the game, I said, dog, I said, you know, like when they show like little Andersons like that and like the average and the teammate grade, when you get into like the little, when the game about to start, I said, yo, the shooting guard average a D teammate grade. That's something to pay attention to, right? We're winning the game, but the shooting guard, he really not doing much. And he was like an 83 overall, right? This dude is trying to get 3 seconds in the key because he's not getting the ball. We're winning the game. Squad wreck, mind you. You know it's bad when his own teammate was still trying to win, right? But it was like, nah, I'm not getting the ball. I'm gonna sabotage the team, knowing we're winning the game. You see what I mean? Now, if you were losing the game, like the only reason I give valid for somebody trying to throw the game is if you're playing squad rec or even random rec. And there's been times to where you were open, but they chose to go up on 3 people. They chose to not throw you the ball. Now you're down 20 going into halftime. That's a valid reason to start selling, bro. Because now don't start trying to get me involved when we're down by 20. Because when the game was 0-0, I wasn't on. I didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? My player, my build didn't exist to you. So when we're down, we're trailing 20 points now. Don't try to get me involved now, because that's what they tried. They tried to do it when we was playing Spark the other day too, right? They gave like me and T like 1 or 2 opportunities in the first quarter. The rest of the times, they didn't really give us no opportunities, right? The game is close and everything. We find ourselves trailing by like 25 points at halftime or something like that, or I think it might have been going to the second quarter. Now they trying to throw us the ball to dig us out of the hole. Nah, y'all put us in this situation. Y'all get us out of this situation, right? Because you throw me the ball, I'm pulling it from the logo. I promise you I am. And that's when they go to the see. This is why I don't like the community, bro. Because people are weird. Like they trying to throw the game. Why? I mean, what do you expect? If the game was close and you chose to ignore those people, right? And now you're losing the game by 20, and now you want to try to get them involved. Why would they still, trying to be, yeah, we're teammates? Why would somebody want to deal with that? No. In their mind, they're not even trying to win no more, because when the game was 0-0, you wasn't trying to win. You was going up on 3 people, right? Because some of y'all, I don't know what it is. Some of y'all, it's not even no ego, bro. Like some of y'all win one game and y'all think like y'all run the show all of a sudden, bro. Like y'all think y'all are like the main character or something like that. I don't get it. And like some of y'all, it be folks that shoot 29%, 31% thinking they the main character, bro. What are we talking about here, bro? You know how many times I got into an argument with somebody? I shoot better than you, though. I shoot better than you, right? And then we go to the player card. You don't shoot better than me. You don't, right? Then they go to I don't be on the game as much. You got 900 games played. What are you talking about? You play more games than me, and I'm a content creator. So what are we talking about here, bro? And 9 times out of 10, YouTube, it be grown people, ages 40 and higher, in my opinion. Y'all can say what y'all want to say in the comment section, bro. But it's not going to change me from having my opinion. Because like I said before, it's sad. You can't even play 2 to 3 games because you're going to get in a disagreement or an argument with somebody of the ages of 40 and higher, bro. And I'm not telling no lies here. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all feel free to put you in the comment section, bro. It's not going to change my opinion or my approach because, like I said, everybody has different experiences. The experiences that I have had consistently, again, the keyword I just said was consistently, is people that are ages of 40 and higher, bro. People that should know better. People that lack fundamentals. Because I know what Seymour gonna say in the comment section is like you can't go in with a mindset of randoms of them playing basketball. And it's like, why can't I do that? It's just fundamental basketball. Why can I not do that? How can I not have an expectation of randoms having fundamentals? But you can't do that no more. But what I was told before the game came out, when 2K made the court size bigger, that was gonna fix the problem. But what did I tell you? I said, that don't mean a damn thing. I literally said that. I said, bro, just because they made the court size bigger, it don't mean nothing, bro. But that's an excuse that some of y'all said, oh, that's going to fix the problem. See what I'm saying? Like, oh, and 2K made the court size bigger. Yeah, y'all young cats, y'all don't know basketball. Y'all really about to get exposed now. They made the court size bigger, and you still shooting 21% from the 3 point range. They made the court size bigger. You're shooting 45% from the free throw line. What are we talking about here, right? They made the court size bigger. You're still making an inside center. They made the court size bigger. You're still making a 5'9" point guard. I don't get it, bro. Like some of y'all gotta understand your role. When you're point guard or you're center, you're 1 and 2. Those two gotta show up. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I don't like to have to tell grown men this stuff though. That listen, you as the PG, you gotta have some impact. You as the center, you gotta have some impact. I get tired of having to say these things, but it's things that have to be said because in reality, these are the issues that have destroyed NBA 2K25 or just 2K in general. People that have begged for the game to be slower, begged for the game to be realistic, and the whole entire time it made you worse. You asked for something that you so-called thought was going to expose people that were cheesing, and it made you worse. The same people that told me when they made the court size bigger, y'all are shooting 25% from the 3 point line. Jamin, that's RNG. You're right. Why? I'm shooting 51%. But y'all tell me all the time, bro, you always complaining for real. But I shoot 51% from the 3 point line. Not saying that's some elite status, right? But I feel like that's fair to say that, you can't leave that person open. See what I'm saying? You got to at least respect that person from the perimeter. Some of y'all, people, bro, nobody not respecting y'all from the perimeter, and y'all be adults. And y'all beg for the game to be like this. Whole entire time, you expose yourself. See what I mean? You expose yourself. Now, y'all make sure to like, subscribe, bro. Stay tuned for the next one. Um, we might talk. I gotta go back in my DMs and read more messages, things like that. I might read more comments. We don't know, right? But this had to be said, bro. And I'm glad for the person that asked me this question because it needed to be talked about. That was a great question. What age do you think destroys these modes on NBA 2K25? Like I said, I stand on business. I stand on business, and I stand my ground. And I think it's ages 40 and higher that destroy the game, bro. Experience wise, meaning when you are playing in these online modes, I feel like ages 40 and higher are the people that ruin it because they don't know they don't know, and they don't even know when they're not doing when they're wrong. They don't know. They feel because they get an assist. It's just like I said before, and I'm gonna end this when I say this. If you are a PG and you're getting assists, that don't mean you're doing your job, bro. If you're getting assists and your team is still losing, trailing the game, you're not doing your job. That's like if a center, oh, I'm getting rebounds though. Yeah, you get boards, but what else are you doing? You can't just do one thing because you're playing key positions. PG and center, those are key positions to play in basketball. I would hope we know fundamentals, right? So you can't just say I got 15 boards. You can't have 15 boards, 2 points, and 7 turnovers. But those stats that I just named out are the stats that you see these randoms have. And when you try to have a conversation with them and say, yo, how to fix this problem, they want to go to war and have a battle. See what I'm saying? Whole entire time, they expose themselves, right? I'm out of here, bro. Peace.